What is up, geeks? Today I have a very special saber for you guys. It's called the RGB Aeon Ultrasaber, and it can turn into 7 different colors in one single hilt. And all you have to do is press a button, and that's all you have to do. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. I'll also show you a demonstration, some specs for the saber. It's 12 inches tall as far as the hilt is concerned. The blade, I customized it to be 32 inches. For you guys who are wondering how you do that, you just comment on your order, just say you want 32 inches. It's a good size for people in smaller statures, so that helps me swing the saber a little better. Let's get a closer look at this RGB Aeon saber. So let me first show you guys what you came here to see, and that's the colors. I'll go into the specs of the hilt, but right now I know you guys are dying to see all the different colors that you can get. Now, the way it works is that there are 3 buttons. You have RGB, red, green, and blue. And so if I press the red first, you get a blazing red. And for those who are wondering, there are multiple LEDs in the hilt. It doesn't take away from the brightness of a normal saber. RGBs function the same way. There are just multiple LEDs. So that's red. Now, if I click on the second button here, it's green, consular green. And that's a very nice, bright green. And in the dark, it just looks like a real lightsaber. You gotta love that. Now, if you press the blue, we have a nice guardian blue. Okay, so now we're gonna mix. So first I'm going to do the blue and the green together. And now this is an Arctic blue. It's a bit lighter, a bit more like the episode 4 Luke's color when he first ignites the saber. I know the color of the saber changes throughout the movie, but it's mostly a lighter blue than what we're used to in the prequels. So that is blue and green. So now we're going to mix blue with red. And now we have violet amethyst. So on camera it can kind of pass off for a pink. In person it's definitely violet. And you can see here by the shadow that it's making, that's more of the color that it looks like in person. But since it's so bright on camera, it kind of shows like the white mixing in with the violet, and it gives a pink look. Again, for anyone who's wondering, this is a stunt saber. There is no sound in it. I believe you can still get RGB with sound, but I chose to keep this as a stunt saber. Now we did blue and green, blue and red. Now we're going to mix red and green together. Let's see what we have. Sentinel yellow. In person, it kind of looks orange at times. It depends on the lighting. For those, for the lightsaber enthusiasts out there, you can definitely agree with me that lighting plays a huge factor, especially in the dark. That's probably the best way to view the way that your lightsaber is meant to be seen, is in the dark. But in brighter environments, your saber obviously doesn't look as bright. It might actually look different in color as well. And so we have that was 6 colors we had, right? We had blue, green, red, and then we had Arctic blue. We had violet amethyst, and then we have sentinel yellow. That was 6. And now if we add blue to this color, the 3 of them all together, on camera it looks like more of a purple, like a light purple. In person, there's a very small hint of purple, but it actually looks like an Adegan silver. But yeah, definitely on camera it looks more of like a light purple. So those are the 7 colors, guys. Now I'm going to get into the specifics on the hilt. So let's get a closer look on this hilt over here. It has 2 retention screws, which is not common for most Ultrasabers. This was one of the earliest designs, the Aeon. So my guess is just that they had multiple retention screws in the beginning of their saber making, but nowadays you don't really see that. It's usually just one because that's all you really need. But it's cool to have that added reassurance, and it adds to the aesthetics of the blade of the hilt. It's a very sleek finish, very shiny, and the balance of it is very nice. And when you swing it, it just feels good, especially with the smaller blade that I have, 32 inches versus 36. It definitely depends on the your height, and see the balance is right here. Now, if I had sound, it would definitely tip in this direction. So that's why this is ideal for dueling, ideal for choreography, for those who just want a nice looking saber, maybe for cosplay too. Now I didn't add any Covertech wheel here. I'm not planning to put this around my belt. It's mostly going to be used just for dueling and swinging it and doing demos and whatnot. So there's like rivets here, a very nice choke point over here. It's extremely comfortable. It's definitely by far my most comfortable saber that I have. I just like the way that it feels. It doesn't feel too it looks nice, and not only that, it just feels great. So yeah, it gives you enough room on the hilt too. It's long enough, but not too long, and it's not too short. It's just very ideal. Now, what you have here in the bottom is this is where you put the batteries. It's a standard setup, so all you have to do is unscrew it. And I'll show you guys here. Just a standard setup. So the battery pack comes out like that, and there are 4 AAA batteries, and that's basically it. Just put it back in and screw it up. That's why I like Ultrasabers a lot, because it's very simple. It doesn't take a long time to really understand it. I also like this added let me try to focus a little bit more on this. There you go. You see this nice finish here. It almost looks like a diamond finish, but it's just like cuts that they made into the hilt to make it easier to unscrew this thing. And that's basically it for the hilt. That's basically it for my saber. And now I'm going to show you guys a little demo of me using it. And I'll switch the colors and whatnot. But I hope you guys like this saber. It's one of my favorite sabers. It's definitely up there. Maybe it is my favorite right now, just because I like how you can switch the colors instantly. It's so convenient, and the colors are great. It looks awesome. So until next time, embrace, express, and enjoy yourself, guys.